Wait a minute.
You gotta say hi.
Okay, start over.
Two things. You guys specifically, I'd like you to stay, if you can, for another 5-10 minutes.
For what?
Okay. Because I want to talk to you about what we're doing here.
So you're talking live
I
to
want to talk to
Facebook.
you. Okay. I'm babbling to my granddaughter Mia and her boyfriend Les. Sorry. Tom Collins, we are coming to you live from our brand new Old Dog Learning and Your Publishing Pros meeting and retreat center. My office, we have bedrooms and a bath and so on. Our finally finished basement in our home in Firestone, Colorado. These folks have been instrumental in supporting us and helping us with the vision to make all this happen. And so we're having a little gathering and party to celebrate that. So I guess I'll give you guys quickly, it's going to get bumpy, so I'm going to give you the tour of the place as best I can. Okay, so this is the main meeting space, conference table, lounge area, exercise room for those of you who come for a retreat. That's Matt with proper beer. And this is my office area. You can see out the window here. And it's probably too smoky from the fires out west, but on a clear day you can see Long's Peak from my seat. This is our backyard, and if you look off in the distance, you see we have a really big backyard because it's a town park. This is our little kitchenette area. That's where we keep the beer. This is the hallway and a little reading and talking lounge. That's where you would go upstairs to the main part of the house. This is the Rose Room for those of you who come and stay with us. This is the Green Room, and they share a full bathroom. Okay, that's the tour of the physical space. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to put the camera back in place over here. And I'm going to turn this off, I think, and chat a little bit with our friends here. And then I will, when I edit this, I'm going to download this video, edit it, and add in some of the material that we're going to be talking about here. And then I'll share it with you guys. Any questions from anybody? Have you guys picked up any comments or questions or anything we should talk about before I click?
Beer is essential. Beer is essential.
Oh, absolutely. Those guys have wine, but yeah, beer is essential. Who said that? Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't show you. There is Emily's space for participating in meetings.
She looks thrilled. Yeah.
You should stay live while you're
And here
You want to stay live while you're talking?
is her sleeping space in my office. Okay. Yeah.
Stay live so everyone can hear about what you've got going on here.
All right. If you got, all right. I'm being advised that I should stay live.
Stay live.
Stay live.
All right. So, and I'm not sure it's going to make a lot of sense because what I wanted to do is give you guys a tour of the website and so on, and I will capture that and share it with them. All right. Whatever.
Read your work is thing.
Oh. Yeah, so
Don't forget that.
for those of you who've talked to me over the last year or so, I have been exploring what I was going to be doing going forward since leaving Black Cause. I have up on the wall here a saying, it's your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. And that's attributed to Buddha. And Tom's corollary is, and then, when you discover that that is no longer your work, rinse, repeat. And that's my work. On the screen there was the never stay stuck. I have found myself tamed by talking with people over the years who find themselves stuck in a job, stuck out of a job, stuck in their personal life, in a lot of different areas. And I've been there. I've been transitioning since I got out of high school. I was a meat cutter trainee and a swimming pool construction builder, and then a law student and a lawyer. And within my law firm, I transitioned from a trial lawyer to an appeals lawyer. And after 25 years of that, I went through consulting work, met Yvonne. We've done a publishing business, blog pause, and now I'm a really old guy. The main reason for my name and my T-shirt is that the thing the thread that runs through all of that is learning. I have always really enjoyed figuring stuff out, learning new stuff, and putting it to use, connecting it with all the dots that I've collected over the years. So I feel really like I have a lot to offer to people who are stuck. So I'm going to be doing coaching and consulting work with individuals and teams and small businesses that find themselves in that situation. We are going to be offering retreats where people can come for the weekend, and we will work with you to deliver either as structured and intense a work weekend as you want, or we will feed you and you can never come out of the bedroom while you work through whatever you're working through.
But there's a bathroom. So.
There is a bathroom down here, so you can shower. You don't have to worry about that. So that's the old dog learning piece. Yvonne's work going forward is kind of back to the future for her as well. She's going to be doing book coaching, helping people who are ready to deliver their work to the world in written form. And the other piece of the Old Dog Learning site is I've been working very hard in the last couple of weeks on an idea that grows out of the research I've done on aging, and it's called the 100 Plus Life Academy. The concept being that if you are alive today and in reasonably good health, the science is telling us that statistically you have a really good chance of living to 100 or more. Think about that. You two have a really high probability of living to 100 or more. Chances are really low you're going to spend your whole life doing one thing. And the time to start figuring out what your life is going to be like is now. So the 100 Plus Life Academy is going to be a membership site. I'm going to keep the cost of it pretty nominal. And inside the academy, we are going to co-create learning content, research topics. I have a 100 Plus Life manifesto that I'll be putting up on the website. All you have to do is subscribe to the email list to get that. And I don't want to get into too much detail right now. We're going to open it, put together a small group, 100 to 150 people, and then we're going to get to work for the next few months and really flesh out what the insides of this thing are going to look like. My vision for it is to include some folks at your end of the 100 Plus Life.
Well, what is your end? The people watching this
I'm sorry.
don't know what that is.
These are the grandchildren. They are the 20-somethings of the world.
There you go.
As I said to them off camera, they have the best odds of the folks in this room of making it to 100. Matt objects. He wants to be a 20-something too. But we have a really nice range of people here. My hope is to find some octogenarians, maybe even a centenarian, if we can find somebody who wants to get involved in helping the next generation do better. Because that's really what it's all about. And there's a wonderful quote in the Barbara Oakley's Mind Shift book, where she talks about meeting retirees who are starting something new, and they come across to her like really mature teenagers. So where you fit age-wise isn't really necessarily related to your chronological age. Inside the academy, I'm hoping that we're going to have everybody teaching everybody, because we can all learn from each other, no matter what your age or their age chronologically turns out to be. So that's some of the exciting stuff, at least to me, that's going on here. Does that feel like enough, you guys?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
fabulous.
I've gone on forever and ever. All right,
Yes.
going to shut this thing down now. So I just click finish?
And
Cool.
then
Peace
publish.
out.